All right, everybody, it is Cheyenne with Camel Country 107.9, and I'm here with Randall King. Hello, welcome back.
It is good to be back.
It is good. Now, you were just in Denver for a Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes, ma'am.
Do those charity events feel different than just like regular shows?
Absolutely. You know, it's a corporate event, so it's a little more laid back than what we would see out here, obviously. Everyone dressed a little more classy, right? You know? But you know, it was an incredible thing to be a part of. It's a really big picture thing. You know, whatever we can do to give back to those kids, man, and make their life a little better.
So when do you get approached for those, or are you kind of like on a roster for Make-A-Wish?
No, I think we got approached for it. There's the radio station up there loves us, and they reached out and really wanted to get us on the bill, and they're just big fans. So we were like, yeah, whatever we can do to
love
give
that.
back.
The stations up there are so fantastic. So you're also on Hardy's new DIFFTAPE.
DIFFTAPE, baby.
You
yeah,
are.
DIFFTAPE.
So you're on with Sammy Kershaw and, of course, Joe Diffie, his artificial voice. Actually,
it wasn't his artificial. It was his real voice.
It's his real.
He recorded all those songs they recorded back in I think 2009. And they were sitting there, and they didn't know what to do with them once he passed, because they were going to put a greatest hits record together, and it didn't work out. So they had all those recordings just sitting there, needed something to do with it. And, you know, Joe Diffie obviously passed away in 2020, and it was a big tip to have for Hardy to be able to take them and put everybody else on them. And
that's really cool.
Great way to honor him.
Because I know that there's one song, I can't remember who's on it, but there's one song where they had to take it and give it to AI.
Oh, really?
And then AI had to put his voice together for one of them.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, so I just kind of made the assumption that you had that same experience.
No,
I guess not.
Yeah, it was
We're learning
awesome.
new things every day.
Yeah.
Did Hardy approach you for that?
No, his team over there at Big Loud did. They approached us.
And they're like, you know who we need on this with Sammy Kershaw? Randall. We need a Randall here.
Well, it's a big honor, man. You know, I'm a big 90s country guy and big fan of Joe Diffie, a big fan of Sammy. So it's to be able to, once you get in there and you got the headphones on and you're singing, to hear Joe Diffie's voice pump back through your ears while you're singing along with him, it's just like I had chills doing it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's legendary.
Was there a different vibe in the studio when you went to record that, knowing that you would be playing with his songs?
Man, you know, not until I heard his voice pump through my ears. I was totally fine until I heard that moment, and I had to step back, and we stopped, and I was like, dude, that's and one, it's spooky, but it's also like, I mean, it's just, it's hard to, you can't even explain that.
Yeah. And I don't even think like anybody could. Like, that's just something that so many people don't get to experience, and you got to experience that.
Oh, we turn it up. We got a big old smile on our face every time we listen to it.
I'm here for that. Your album that's out now, it's Into the Neon. Congratulations on it. You can buy it, stream it, download it right now. So there was an article that said they referred to your album as Honky Tonk Gold.
I'll take that.
Was that something that you had in mind when you were writing the album? Like, you want to know what? I'm going to write an album that's going to be Honky Tonk Gold.
Honestly, you know, this record for me was all about vibe. It was all about a different direction for me, for my music, and in the sense of going a little less commercial and a little more edge to it. You know, you got a honky tonk side of it that has a smoke rings in the dark kind of vibe, Gary Allen-esque. You know. It's been missing in my music. It's part of who I am, and I'd never really captured it. I tried to capture it in the last two records, and this one we nailed it on the head, man.
I love that. Well, congratulations. I feel like nailing an album on the head is kind of a big deal.
And
absolutely. I'm here for that.
Hit the bucket list, hit the goals.
What is the strangest thing that you've ever been asked to sign?
I mean, the foreheads are always odd, but it happens. People say, "Hey, it's not my forehead." You can like to wipe the sweat off, and then
that's yummy.
Yeah, a lot of Zen cans. We do a lot of Zen cans, you know.
What is up with Zins? I don't understand. I get it, but like, why are they so popular right now?
I'm more of a traditional tobacco guy. I like cigars, so I don't roll with the Zins.
The side stage guy, Kenny over there, he always has a cigar in his hand, and it's one of those things that you're at Country Thunder when Kenny's got a cigar.
My kind of guy.
I like it. I'm here for that. We got a lot of day drinking going on right now in the campgrounds. Gunnar and I were just out there. What is your day drinking drink of choice?
Oh man, I'm a big tequila guy. I don't drink whiskey much anymore, so tequila is my game. Casamigos or Código.
Oh, yum.
I'll fill up my cup, put a little Sprite in there, call her good.
That sounds delicious. Now, you said you don't really drink whiskey anymore. I feel like there's a story behind that.
Well,
Why don't
there's
you?
a song behind it. It's the last song on the record from Into the Neon. I can't drink whiskey and keep myself in line. You know, so me and whiskey, we don't get along. I get a little wild. There's some things that'll kind of change your personality a little bit. Red 40 die for most people. For me, it's whiskey.
Red 40 die. Okay. Out of all of your band members and their musical talents, which band member are you most jealous of their musical talents?
Probably my steel guitar player. One, it'd be incredible to be able to play steel guitar. The other is how much vodka the guy can drink. It's a talent on its own, you know?
It's not the musical talent. It is the amount of consumption of vodka that we're very jealous of. And lastly, Gunnar and I were sitting out here this morning. We were doing our morning show from here, and the sun was rising. And he asked me, Cheyenne, do you prefer a sunset or a sunrise? I said it's very situational. What do you prefer, the sunrise or the sunset?
I don't typically like getting up before the sun, so I'm going to say sunset.
That's valid.
Sunset's my thing.
I like it.
I like sitting on the tailgate and watching it go down, especially like out in West Texas. It's a lot like being out here, you know. It's flatlands, and you just watch the sunset. It's all sorts of colors.
That.
So
that's awesome. Well, Randall King, thank you so much.
Cheyenne,
His album is out now. Go check it out. And as you heard, there's a song. The last song on the album has to do with whiskey.